Juan, stop farting. Get out the car.
I'm sorry.
No, sorry, nothing. If you're gonna fart, get out the car.
Excitement, toots.
No, stop farting. Don't fart. Tell me to shush.
Okay. All of this money, I need a bank. Skip the deposit straight to the safe. Watch how you talking, I'm with the gang. We gon' run it up, ayy. All of this money, I need a bank. Skip the deposit straight to the safe. Watch how you talking, I'm with the gang. We gon' run it up. Elevate, time to devastate.
And it's snowing. And it's sticking. Look at it. How beautiful. Cold. Oh, so nice. So nice.
Fix this hair. Hey guys, okay, so today is Sunday, aka the last day of our home time. I know, it's sad, and I'm not gonna lie, furniture shopping was a bit of a fail, just a little bit. Initially I had found a bed set online and it was supposed to be delivered. I scheduled it to be delivered Friday afternoon between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. That way I know for sure that we'll be home and we'll be there to accept the delivery. So the day before, on Thursday, I called them and I'm like, hey, I have a schedule set for Friday and I just want to make sure that everything is good to go. They're like, yeah, no problem, Miss Henderson, right? Yeah, we'll be there. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool, great. So Friday comes around and we're kind of just hanging out, chilling, and it's about 5:30. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, let me just call and make sure again, hey, I'm on the delivery list. So I called again, and they're like, oh yeah, so we misplaced your order form. We're gonna have to do the order again, over the phone. And I'm like, what? Mind you, this is for our bedroom set, like, we're tired of sleeping on a freaking mattress on the floor. Like, A, you guys should have called, and B, how are you all of a sudden misplacing my order form? And I just called the day before. What happened? So I redid the order. They're like, oh yeah, you'll be the first delivery on Saturday. Okay, cool. All right, no big deal. 2 days on our bed, that's not bad. So it's about 3 o'clock at this point. And mind you, it started to snow some. It wasn't sticking. It was more so just flurries falling down and mixed with some rain. So it was a little bit of slush on the road. And so I call. Hey, just checking the status of my delivery. They're like, oh, Miss Henderson. Oh, yeah. So we're actually not going to be able to get to it because the weather. We're going to be bringing all of our vehicles in. We only drive, or they're like, we drive high profile vehicles. And I'm like, first of all, it's 3 o'clock. You guys told me yesterday that I was going to be the first delivery because I was supposed to get my stuff yesterday. First of all. Secondly, now you guys are sending your vehicles back? I had to call you guys after waiting an hour past delivery, which would have made a world of a difference because after he said that, I was like, okay, whatever. And then when Juan came home, I told him what happened. He's like, no, just cancel it. I was like, good, because I wanted to cancel it anyways. But obviously, I'm like, I'm going to talk to Juan first. So he's like, no, just cancel it. We'll go find something else. So I'm like, okay. So sweater is choking me. So I called him back. And I was like, I'm just going to cancel my order. Like, I'm just going to cancel it. We'll find something else. So he's like, oh, okay. So we get in the car, we go out, and we just start going to all these different furniture stores, which, mind you, is really difficult because a lot of them don't do same day delivery. And by this time it was already about 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock on a Saturday, so everything was closing early. So we finally found this furniture store, found the bed set that we absolutely loved. Like, we walked through the whole showroom, the whole entire showroom, and when we saw it, we both saw it, and we both pointed at it and was like, that one. And we were like, yep. And so we told him, we're like, you know, we don't want to see anything else. This is what we want. So he was like, okay, you know, let me ring it up and see if it's at our warehouse, because where we were at, it was just the showroom. It was just all of their furniture and stuff on display. So he's like, okay, let me see if it's in our warehouse. And the only thing that they had in the warehouse, thank God, was the bed frame. They had the whole bed frame in the warehouse. They had the mattress and box spring in the warehouse. We're like, good, that's all we care about at the moment. The dressers and nightstands, we don't care. They're like, that's gonna be 41 days. You know, obviously it could come early, but 41 days. We're like, cool. Like, but by this time their warehouse closed at 6, and by the time we finished, it was about 5:40, and we don't have a pickup truck, so we would have to go and get a U-Haul. So we're like, you know, okay, we'll just go and pick it up tomorrow. So, which is now today. So yesterday, after we bought the beds, we get online, we're like, okay, let's book a U-Haul. Okay, so we booked a U-Haul. They had a 9 a.m. Yeah, they had a 9 a.m. and then the next one was 2:30 p.m. So I'm like, okay, we could get it at 9 a.m., but the warehouse won't be open yet. So let's just do the 2:30. So we do the 2:30 p.m. Okay, you know, we do everything that we got to do. We go to U-Haul. Okay, we go to U-Haul. One goes inside, and I'm waiting in the car because we're thinking, oh yeah, you just go in, do the paperwork, grab the U-Haul, we go. So I'm waiting in the car, and he comes back, and he's like, they're saying that they don't have it, that they're all booked up, and that the only thing they have is a pickup truck. We need a box. And I'm like, you know, at that point, once he said that, he was like, I told them I'm gonna go talk to my wife and see what she wants to do. So I'm like, all right. I grab my keys, turn off the car, put my shoes back on, and I go inside. And I'm like, okay, you know, respectfully, I'm like, okay, so you're saying that you guys don't have anything? And they're like, correct. We've been booked since last week. This is the person that we're dealing with. This is the customer service person that's helping us at the time. And so I'm like, okay, so how come we were able to book it online? They're like, well, that's online. They don't know what we have and what we don't have. I'm like, okay, at this point, you're playing me for a fool. You're trying to play me like I'm stupid. Like, that's not how it's gonna work. Because remember how I told you guys before that they only had a 9 a.m. and then it went straight to 2:30. Well, gee, how come 10, 11, 12, 1? How come that wasn't available? Oh, that's right, because you guys did not have it. Okay, so therefore, when it let me book it at 2:30, something should be here at 2:30. Right? So I told them, I'm like, that don't make no sense. Have you guys not even tried to come up with a better system? Like, I'm confused, because if you were to book a plane ticket, go all the way to the airport and tell them, and they tell you, oh yeah, sorry, everything's been booked since last week, our 2:30 reservation should be there. So then that's like, I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little bit loud at that point, because she just kept saying, well, that's online, giving me all this attitude, all this sass. Like I said, I'm very respectful, you know. And once somebody starts giving me a whole bunch of attitude and all that nonsense, that's when I'm like, oh, like we're gonna go that route. Okay, so I'm getting kind of loud, like, you know, trying to explain to her, no, we booked a reservation online, it let us. And she's like, well, you booked it after hours. I don't care. So then the manager comes along, who I'm assuming is the manager, or at least somebody more knowledgeable. They come along and they're like looking, and they're like, wait, she's looking at the computer, and she's like, wait, is that them? Like, you know, on the computer, like, is that their reservation? And the lady that was helping us was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to push it back, because they're like, the next one is gonna be available at 4. And so she's like, so I'm gonna have to push you guys back. So the manager starts looking at the computer and is like, wait, isn't that them? And then she was like, yeah. And then she's looking, she goes, this truck is supposed to be here. And she was like, they're past their reservation time. I'm gonna have to call them and see where they're at, because if they make them miss, like if the other people make us miss our reservation, then they have to compensate us. You know, they charge the other people and then they compensate us for it. You know, the manager lady's like, okay, you know, guys, just hang tight, I'm gonna give them a call. She gave them a call, nobody answered. Okay, so at this point I'm calmed down, because it's like, hello, I was right. And the manager's like, okay, you know what, like, we'll go ahead and give you guys a call when the truck comes in, because it should be coming in at this point, you know. And so we were leaving, as we were turning out, we had got probably like a half a mile down the road, and Juan's like, is that it? We saw it, you know, heading towards the U-Haul place. And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, no, that's the 15-foot box truck. And I'm like, and so he's like, all right, how about this? Let's go get lunch, and then we'll wait for them to call. We went and we got lunch. We sat in the car, we ate, we chilled, we talked, and then they called, and they're like, oh yeah, the truck is ready. We're like, yeah, and we're about to head over to the warehouse and go pick up our furniture, because at this point I've had such a long weekend with this furniture stuff. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, if we were local and home and able to do this on a daily basis, like, you know, get this process going, it would be easier. But it's hard when we got to go back out. A lot of the times we don't know how long we're going to be out. We play it by ear, because obviously every time you take home time, you're missing out on money. Then we have to go home and put it all together ourselves, because that's what I liked about the other furniture place, was that usually they're supposed to do same day delivery, and they install it as well. But whatever, that's besides the point. I'm pretty sure we can figure it out. But yeah, so that's been my weekend. Other than that, we haven't really filmed too much. I've been spending pretty much all weekend doing laundry. We haven't done much, really nothing. We went and seen our friends Jack and April, and other than that, it's been furniture shopping. We still haven't found any living room furniture or dining room furniture. Everything that we see is like, oh, 3 weeks for delivery, 6 weeks for delivery. So I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet. We're not extending this home time. We need to go make some money. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go make some money. We're gonna go make some money. Here's Juan.
I'm calling the warehouse now.
Say hi to the vlog. Well, I guess he's getting in. Oh, maybe I should let him in. Don't get in my car farting. Like, you really waited till you got in the car and farted? Juan, stop farting. Get out the car.
Sorry.
No, sorry, nothing. If you're gonna fart, get out the car.
Excitement, toots.
No, stop farting. Don't fart. Tell me to shush. Ew.
I'm waiting for you to swallow.
It makes me throw up.
I opened the sunroof.
What is that supposed to do?
I'm supposed to air it out like a tune.
Juan, what the heck? So there's our headboard and our footboard. It's gonna go about right here. The bathroom. There's Juan. So, and then come out here and past Juan's face. This is supposed to be the dining room, but like I said, we don't have any stuff for that yet. Here's our mattress. Came in a box, so it is inflating right now. It's our little side rails, and our box springs. So, gonna be setting that up all day. all day, air day. And yeah.
need the bag, I need the Gucci, I need the guala.